Somalia, officially called the Federal Republic of Somalia, is a country located in the Horn of Africa. Somalia is well known for its outstanding scenery as well as its beautiful people. In the previous episode, I talked about 10 surprising facts about Somalia, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So in this video, I'll be talking about 10 more surprising facts about Somalia. How's it going, FTD Facts family? It's your girl Rawan Hedefa, and I'm back with what? With another one of your favorite videos. Before I get started with the video though, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified of all our videos. So in the previous episode, I mentioned to you guys how Somalia is well known for its great wildlife, which like I had said before include the Somali cheetah, Maasai lion, giraffes, African bush elephants, pigs, and many, many more. What I didn't mention before though is the fact that Somalia actually turns out to have several wildlife reservations in the country. Among these is the Kismayo National Park. The Kismayo National Park, not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, is home to some of the most unique species of these wildlife and plants, even though most are common to East African countries. The park is 17 miles from the Kismayo town and has experienced massive poaching of its animals by poachers. The park is home to the Somali she, a native of the park, and other animals such as lions, zebras, and wild boars can also be found in the park. In the last segment of the video, I had also mentioned that another surprising fact most people don't know is that Somalia is a country that contains a rich musical heritage. I mentioned that Somalia was home to several famous musicians, but another surprising fact is that Somalia is actually home to a couple of other significant celebrities in different areas who have also made a great impact. Some of these include Iman, who is a Somali-American fashion model, actress, and entrepreneur. A former muse of designers Versace, Calvin Klein, and Yves Saint Laurent, she is also noted for her philanthropic work. Yasmin Abshir Warsami is yet another famous Canadian model and activist who also happens to be of Somali origin. In 2004, she was named the most alluring Canadian in a poll by Fashion magazine. On the note of famous Somalis, Farah is also a well-known British distance runner. In fact, he is the most successful British track athlete in modern Olympic Games history. He is the 2012 and 2016 Olympic gold medalist in both the 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. Farah also competed the distance double at the 2013 and 2015 World Championships in athletics. He was the second man in history after Kinesia Bekele to win long distance doubles at successive Olympics and World Championships, and the first in history to defend both distance titles in both major global competitions, a feat described as the quadruple double. At number 7 is the city of Bosaso, which is a city in the northeastern Bari province of Somalia that the country is actually very well known for. It is the seat of the Bosaso district, that word is really fun to say. Located on the southern coast of the Gulf of Aden, it serves as the region's commercial capital and is a major seaport within the Puntland state. It has an estimated population of around 164,906 residents. The city has a diverse economy centered on education, government, banking, tourism, logistics, healthcare, and retail. The area's many colleges and universities actually make it a regional hub of higher education, including law, medicine, engineering, and business, and entrepreneurship. Somalia is well known for the Juba River. The Juba River begins at the border with Ethiopia where the Dawa and Ganali Doria rivers meet and flows directly south to the Somalia Sea, where it empties at the Gubwain juncture. The Juba River has a rich history of a once booming sophisticated civilization and trade network conducted by the powerful Somalis that held sway over the Juba River. During the Middle Ages, the Juba River was under the Ajuran Empire of the Horn of Africa, which utilized the Juba River for its plantations and was the only hydraulic empire in Africa. Through hydraulic engineering, it also constructed many of the limestone wells and cisterns of the state that are still operative and in use today. Its rulers developed new systems for agriculture and taxation, which continued to be used in parts of the Horn of Africa as late as the 19th century. At number 5 is another river that Somalia is famous for, which is the Chappell River. The Chappell River begins in the highlands of Ethiopia and then flows southeast into Somalia towards Mogadishu. Near Mogadishu, it turns sharply southwest where it follows the coast, and below Mogadishu, the river becomes seasonal. During most years, the river dries up near the mouth of the Juba River, while in seasons of heavy rainfall, the river actually reaches the Juba and thus the Somali Sea. The Chappell River has also a rich history of a once booming sophisticated civilization and trade network, just like the Juba River. During the Middle Ages, like the Juba River, the Chappell River was also under the Adurian Empire of the Horn of Africa, which utilized the river for its plantations, and was also the only hydraulic empire in Africa. Fact number 4 actually has to do with Somalia's economy. So despite 2 decades of unfortunate civil war, the economy of Somalia has survived as an informal economy, based mainly on livestock, money transfers from abroad, and telecommunications. For 1994, the CIA estimated the GDP at purchasing power parity to be $3.3 billion. According to a 2007 British Chambers of Commerce report, the private sector has experienced growth, particularly in the service sector. Unlike the pre-Civil War period when most services and the industrial sector were government-run, there has been substantial, albeit unmeasured, private investment in commercial activities, and that includes trade and marketing, money transfer services, fishery equipment, airlines, health construction, and hotels. Alright guys, so at fact number 3 is the Somali cuisine, my favorite part of this video. The Somali cuisine varies from region to region and is a fusion of different Somali culinary traditions, with some East African, Arab, Turkish, Indian, and Italian influences. So breakfast is actually an important meal for Somalis, who often start the day with some style of tea known as shai or coffee known as qahwa. The tea is often in the form of halib shai, Yemeni milk tea, in the north. The main dish is typically a pancake-like bread, similar to Ethiopian injera, but smaller and thinner. It might also be eaten with a stew or soup. In addition to kanjiro, many Somali people eat chopped meat mixed with some cumin, garlic, onions, and pepper. Fact number 2 also has to do with Somali cuisine, and yes, I decided to extend this fact into 2 because nothing is more important than food. So in Somalia, lunch known as kadu is often an elaborated main dish of pasta or rice spiced with cumin, cardamom, and sage. The diffused use of pasta such as spaghetti comes from the Italians. It is frequently presented with a heavier stew than the Italian pasta sauce. As with the rice, it is often served with a banana. Dinner, on the other hand, in Somalia is served as late as 9 p.m. During Ramadan, supper time often follows Taraweeh's prayers, sometimes as late as 11 p.m. Kambiulu, which is a common dinner dish, is made from well-cooked azuki beans mixed with butter and sugar. The beans, which on their own are referred to as dagir, can take up to 5 hours to finish cooking when left on the stove. Honestly guys, all I can say is that filming this video is just making me really hungry. So the final fact is actually one of the most surprising facts that I found out about Somalia when researching this topic, and it has to do with the demographic trends of this country. The country actually happens to have one of the highest infant mortality rates in the world. The Somali population has an average life expectancy of about 50 years, considerably lower than that of neighboring countries. Somalia also has a relatively young population, more than 2/5 of the country being under the age of 15. Alright guys, so as you can see, Somalia, though a war-torn country, provides a lot of historical and cultural value to human civilization. It has great people, culture, and obviously a lot of great food. With peace, Somalia can rely on the resilient entrepreneurial spirit of its great people to constantly recover. So now that you've heard me talk a whole lot, we have decided to include a segment in some of our videos to respond to your comments. So make sure to always leave a comment on our videos and keep watching this video to see if your comment got posted. So for this episode, I actually decided to respond to your comments on the second part of this segment. One of the commenters, named Elton Don Dada, commented and said, "You forgot the most beautiful women in Africa are in Somalia." And honestly, man, like, I couldn't agree more with you. I mean, look at Iman and all the other models that come from Somalia. You guys' genetics seem to be really beautiful. Abraham Ahmed commented and said, "The way she said Dabkad as Dabakad." Honestly, like, feel free to make fun of me because a lot of these words are really hard to pronounce and I probably will mess a lot of them up, so continue correcting me so I can make sure to say them correctly in future videos. Ahmad Farah source also commented and said, did she just say Somalis are all pirates? Hey, watch out, otherwise we will hijack you. And I know you're probably most likely joking. Just to clarify for my last video, I did not mean to say that all Somalis are pirates. In fact, I even clarified and said that they are not all pirates, and the government of Somalia has taken all precautions to limit the number of piracy in the country. So maybe you don't need to hijack me. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun filming it for you. Before you leave the video, make sure to check out my Instagram and YouTube channel down below to see what I'm up to. Oh, and wait, before you leave the video, I'm going to leave you with another video that you have to check out. Trust me. I look forward to seeing you guys in our next episode. Bye!